Hello, and welcome to Guided Meditation for Dum-Dums. Today, we're going to be visiting the village pond. It's a pond down the road. You know, the sort of one that you're not quite sure if it's a sort of retaining pond or if it's a natural pond. It's been there as long as you've been part of the subdivision. Let's assume it's a natural pond. That's nicer. I grew up with this kind of pond in my backyard area, and I would go back there and look at the tadpoles and think about the disruption of nature that was caused by the sort of subdivision in which we lived. It really can't be avoided. People have to live somewhere, and we do keep coming. You know, people. Anyway, it's a lovely day. The frogs are chirping, the crickets are flying about, and you've got a good feeling about this walk. Go ahead and grab a snack. Crispix, carrots, Fritos, Dunkaroos. That's right, you've got Dunkaroos. Where you got them, I don't know, but isn't it exciting? You head out the back door. As you go, you remember that you agreed to take care of your sister. She's quite young. You aren't that keen on your stepmom, but she's all right. It's not her fault. It's not her fault at all. You put on a DVD of Lord of the Rings Part 2. You're not quite sure if she's seen Part 1, but it's enjoyable on its own, as its own movie. Bye! You hurry out before she has time to protest. She knows how to make popcorn, so she'll be fine. You go ahead and walk down the little creek. It's lovely. Step, step, step. Breathe in that beautiful air. You're reminded of that experiment that you did as part of the summer camp where they gave you a larva of a monarch butterfly and you raised it. Kind of an odd experiment, sort of a strange live animal thing to give a child, sort of a lot of responsibility. You wonder if they still do that. You don't think that monarch had a good outcome. Anyway, best not to think about that. Relax. You can't blame that person from the past. We're all new. We all dissolve and become and change. And let's just let that person who didn't raise the monarch butterfly well go. You step closer and there it is. There's the pond. It's smaller than you remember it. Isn't that funny, the way things go? When you were younger, it seemed large. It was sort of intimidating, but now that you're older, it sort of reminds you that you can't stay in this small town. You've got to get out. The big city's calling. Are there even ponds in a city like that? At least your stepmom isn't there. Gosh, she's rough. Go ahead and take a seat. There you go. Yeah, stay away from the mud. Go ahead and breathe in. There's a sort of muddy pond smell, that sort of place that can only really exist when things are decomposing left and right around you. It's not quite mosquito season yet, so while there are a few skeeters roaming around, nothing too serious. Nothing's gonna bite you. You're fine. You're fine. You see that you have a text from your dad asking you how your little sister is. Gosh, that's annoying. You don't have to deal with that here. This is a meditation. This is in your mind. In your mind, you can tell your dad, why don't you go ahead and parent your own kid? You know, it's not my fault that you decided to have another kid so late in life. These are the things that you can't say to your dad. Not in real life. but you can say them here. All right. Before we leave, before we allow you to spend this beautiful afternoon in this imaginary pond, let's go ahead and check in with your body. From head, shoulders, knees, toes, everything should be completely relaxed. Before you head back, try to remember, do you have the third Lord of the Rings movie? Do you think your sister would like it? Does it really